Welcome into episode 84 of Inside 300. I'm your host, Brian Perry, getting you caught up on everything you need to know about Disney and Universal in just 300 seconds. Our top story on this Saturday morning is the Walt Disney Company's response to the Don't Say Gay bill, or should I say Disney's response to responding to the Don't Say Gay bill. Opponents of the Parental Rights in Education bill, which is the official name, protested on the edge of Walt Disney World property this week with signs in hand, looking for support from the company that had been silent on the topic until a few nights ago. On February 25th, the day the bill passed, former Disney chairman and CEO Bob Iger tweeted his support of President Joe Biden's statement, labeling it as a hateful bill. "I'm with the president on this," Iger wrote of the legislation, which would essentially ban teachers from discussing LGBTQ topics like sexual orientation or gender identity with students until after the third grade. Opponents of the bill have looked at the Disney Company for support in fighting the measure, though current CEO Bob Chapek has been silent on the topic. Now, Chapek has been noticeably more removed than his predecessor when it comes to commenting on political topics. All of this was examined by The Hollywood Reporter in a very detailed article, but soon after the protests were spotted in Orlando, Disney released this official statement, and I quote, "We understand how important this issue is to our LGBTQ+ employees and many others. For nearly a century, Disney has been a unifying force that brings people together. We are determined that it remains a place where everyone is treated with dignity and respect. The biggest impact we can have in creating a more inclusive world is through the inspiring content we produce, the welcoming culture we create here, and the diverse community organizations we support, including those representing the LGBTQ+ community." Inside the Magic Kingdom we go. See what I did there? For these nauseating photos taken this week of crowds in Tomorrowland. As you can see from the images captured by Professor Leisure on Twitter, standby lines have swirled out of the normal locations and stretched through the land of tomorrow, filling up much of the walkways surrounding the Astro Orbiter and People Mover. This comes just days after Magic Kingdom concluded a stretch of 7 consecutive days without any available reservations at the end of February. On to Busch Gardens Tampa. The famous theme park, home to a number of thrilling attractions, has come under fire this week, just days before the long-anticipated public debut of their brand new Iron Gwazi coaster. The park has removed 2 beams after a guest reported hitting their hand during a preview ride this month. Pretty much everyone's fear on Space Mountain, by the way. Out of an abundance of caution, the morning after this situation, crews removed 2 beams from the area where the guest reported this situation occurred, Busch Gardens said in a statement. "We took the precautionary step to remove them as part of our commitment to the health and safety of guests. The guests declined any medical treatment. As for the coaster, it's an exciting time for park enthusiasts, as Iron Gwazi will resurrect the spirit of its predecessor, the wooden Gwazi coasters that stood at Busch from 1999 to 2015. Iron Gwazi will use wood from the old track, combined with new steel rails to create the fastest and steepest hybrid coaster in North America. Once again, Iron Gwazi is set to open to the public on March the 11th. On an interesting note, SeaWorld Orlando, Busch Gardens' sister park, also recently made changes to its new Icebreaker coaster. Shortly after it opened last month, the park raised the coaster's minimum height from 48 inches to 54 inches due to operational issues with smaller riders. All right, now check out this viral video of what fans are calling Mini-Maguire. An awesome kid was spotted doing the Bully Maguire dance from Spider-Man 3 in this viral clip from @MCU_portal. Look, he's got the clap, he's got the rolling arms, and whatever you want to call this. You know, with Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man series and of course the MCU, one might be concerned that the youth of today will not fully appreciate Tobey's Spider-Man franchise, but clearly, fear not, because Spider-Man 3, and specifically the iconic emo dance scene, will live on for generations to come. This being proof. And that's it. We're done with this episode of Inside 300. If you like what you saw, be sure to subscribe, click that bell icon. This way, you're notified every time we come out with brand new content. I've been your host, Brian Perry, and until next time.
Bye-bye.